Headless Guy here again with trying to blind you with the shiniest guitar of all. Today we're going to be looking at pages 56, 57, 58, 59. This particular video will be 56 and 57, which is the first 4 of 8 new finger picking patterns. And these finger picking patterns, besides having the steady thumb going back and forth like previous patterns, also have very busy finger work on the treble strings. The first pattern, number 1 on page 56, I'm going to play it very slowly, and I'm just going to stick to a G chord to begin with. And it starts with the thumb. Well, the thumb goes back and forth between the way I've written it, between the 6th and 4th strings, and in between I've got my first finger. Well, actually, these first 4, all the patterns in this video will just be playing with our first and second fingers on the 3rd and 2nd string. So the first pattern sounds like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and what I'm doing there is playing the bass note on the first on beat, on the 1 beat, and then playing the 3rd string with my first finger on the first and, 1 and then doing a pinch. My thumb's up on the 4th string here, and my second finger is playing the 2nd string. So 1 and 2, and back to the first finger on that 3rd string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and if I just give that a little more speed, it's actually I'll start slowly and speed up. 1 and then exactly the same pattern on the C chord, except that instead of going down to the 6th string to start with, I'm going like we do with the C chord to start on the 5th string, but everything else is the same. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and we go back to the G chord, which is on the 6th string to 4th string in the bass, and the D7th uses the same strings as C, starting on the 5th string. Getting rid of that thing that was rattling. So if I play this pattern, it only gets tricky, I think, near the end, the second last bar, where you play half a bar of G and then half a bar of D7th. But all these examples are going to follow the same pattern. 1 bar of G, 1 bar of C, 1 bar of G, 1 bar of D7th, 1 followed by G again, C, and then the half bar of G, half of D7th, and ending on the G. So I'll play it slowly, then I'll play it quickly. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 G and 2 and 3 and 4 and C and 2 and 3 and 4 and G and 2 and D7 and 2 and G and 2 and then a little quicker. If you want to practice that for a while, time to pause now. Otherwise, I'm moving on to pattern 2 at the bottom of page 56. It is the same as pattern number 1, except that I'm playing on every on beat, I'm also playing this this second string. So instead of just starting with playing the sixth string, I'm starting with pinching the sixth string and with my second finger playing the second string, like that. And everything else is the same. I'm just pinching. Every time I'm playing with my thumb, I'm pinching that second string. So if I just stick with a G chord to show the pattern, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and then the C chord, and then the D7th chord. So I'll play through it slowly once and then more quickly. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and D7th, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and D7th. And now more quickly.